are you doing?
Good. This is super exciting.
I thought you were talking to like the people. Okay, sorry, it was me.
I am. I'm talking to the people. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to everybody.
But I was like, I'm not gonna talk right now.
We're the people. So super exciting. We're here with Val today. So hi Val. She's an alumni from SLC. Do you want to talk a little bit about yourself, Val?
Yeah, so I did the marketing and advertising program there at SLC, and it was
AMC.
family.
Yeah.
And then I was part of the Enactus team for a bit. Well, for 2 years, I was part of the Enactus team. I was with Elle and many others, and I miss them so much. But yeah, it was, I don't know, I feel like it was one of the most amazing experience that I had being in St. Lawrence College. So I'm really glad I did it.
Oh, that's so sweet. We
Yeah,
miss you
nice.
here. And Enactus, the team.
Oh, thank you guys. I love you. The thing is that I'm originally from Venezuela, and then I went to Canada to study, and now I'm living in Madrid, Spain, where I cannot go out on the streets and enjoy the city right now, but I'm here. Yep, I'm working in an advertising agency, so it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Nice. And so, like, this quarantine has really affected, well, the entirety of the world population, right? And so now we're all living inside our houses. We're trying to figure things out. Val, is there anything that you miss? What is the thing that you miss the most about, life before the plague?
I think before the plague. I feel like, honestly, sunlight. I am from Latin America, so sun is like my life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you understand that.
Oh, I get it.
Actually, everyone understands that, right? You're from, now here, you're from Cali, Elle.
Yeah.
So yeah, sun is life. And I honestly feel like walking down the street to go to work or to come home and feeling the sun on my skin. I feel like that's, I don't know, just walking and smiling at people and people smiling back. I feel like that's what I miss the most.
Yeah, definitely human interaction.
Yeah.
Is there something that you like about the quarantine?
Movies. I have time now. I do have the time to watch movies and my TV shows that I love, and yeah, keeping up with the Kardashians and
New episode.
all that stuff, But what about you guys? Is there anything that you like from, being at home and stuff?
I actually, for me, I've been able to get a lot more personally done. I actually cook meals every day, and I actually work out every day and get to do all those things, which I feel like I wasn't doing as much when I was just out all the time at the college or with my friends. So it's that has been a little bit nice. Definitely still miss the human interaction though, because that's starting to get to me a little bit. But I mean, it hasn't been as terrible as I would have thought.
I feel like reading too. I don't know if you guys now. I feel like now we have time because we're busy in our lives, and then we just want to go out and be with friends and family. But now we have time for ourselves and the things that we really like and enjoy. So,
are you reading any good books?
Well, I read, I know the name in Spanish though.
What's the name in Spanish?
Boris Ivan, and it's, La Espuma de los Días. It's surreal, like surrealism, or however you say that. And it's an amazing book. I have no idea about, I don't know what the name is in English, but it's amazing.
What did you say the name was in Spanish?
La Espuma de los Días.
Like the foam of the days?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's the actual name in English. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. It's so good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Drama and comedy at the same time, so it's pretty awesome.
Nice.
What about you guys? Any books these days?
Yeah, I've been reading You're a Badass and You're a Badass Every Day, those kind of books. But then I also have my Stephen King novels. I have a lot of his compiled short stories within his books and stuff like that. So that's basically it. And then lots of work reading.
That's good. Yeah. Work. That's what we're doing every day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Single
You guys do anything like, because Val, I think you mentioned that you were with some other people at home, and
Yeah.
Elle, you're with your family and everything. Do you guys like play board games? Do you guys play
Yeah.
cards? Or you guys like finding
Yeah.
that time to get together with the people in your house and kind of like, I don't want to say get to know them, because I mean you should know the people in your house, but you know, like kind of just like bond and get together.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Monopoly is our thing.
Ooh,
That's
risky.
the main.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main one, and we play it usually on Sundays because it's a long game. So I feel like we're together for a long time while playing that
Yeah.
one. If we play anything else or watch movies or whatever, like someone will go and grab a glass of water and then we'll go to the room and just go to sleep, and things like that, because like you don't interact that much. But Monopoly is like our thing, and it became like a thing on Sundays. It's like, okay, Monopoly time, and we're like, oh, cool, and then we're all like around the table, and it's pretty awesome.
That's
Well,
awesome.
you know what would be cool too, like if something like that, you know, like if you're getting together with your housemates, your family, you know, people at home, you know, I hope that things like that carry on when things do finally get back to normal, you know, because those things are cool to do with the people in your house, and I feel like a lot of times it's just kind of like everyone lives their separate lives,
Mhm.
you know, so I kind of hope that those things do stick around.
Yeah, for sure. I think that would be a really good outcome after all of this, is just like maintaining that connection and increasing it even after taking that from this. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like every Sunday is gonna be Monopoly Sunday from now. I'm
It's a
pretty
tradition.
because we really enjoy it. Like, we figured out that it is a good way to spend time with your family, and we didn't know that before, kind of. So now that we know, now we're like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing every Sunday.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So
Yeah.
I'm curious, what kind of things, like, because obviously you're in Spain, so you're far away. It's so
Madrid.
yeah. So what is the difference? Like, what kind of measures has the government and things that's been put into place because of this?
So as for today, we have, give me one sec. As for today, we have 117,000 cases of coronavirus here.
Wow.
Like all over Spain, but in Madrid, it's 34,000 cases of coronavirus and 4,000 deaths. So it's pretty rough because, like, I feel somehow the virus is outside everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I feel it like an alien invasion. I know it's kind of, sometimes I try to take everything in my life with, like, by being positive and like laughing about it and stuff, but it's pretty rough here. Like, I feel like it's outside everywhere, like I said, and I'm scared to go on the street and everything because it's so severe here. Like, I don't know how it is in Canada right now, because I've been too caught up in this situation here. But you cannot go on the streets. So the people that can go on the streets are the doctors, nurses, and people that work for supermarkets. Everything else is closed. Everything else. Amazon is down for a bit until April 11th, I think. And then I'm working at home until like all April and until May 15th, I think, right now. So that's kind of like what is going on here. And if you go on the streets, it has to be one person. Like, I cannot go with someone that's on the same house with me or my family or anything. You have to go all by yourself. And you have around 20 to 30 minutes to go and buy something on the grocery store or supermarket. And if the police is everywhere. And if police are also working, and firemen. But if you are outside, they will stop you and ask you where you're going. And they basically put time on you. Like, they will watch where you're going and like, will tell you, oh, you have 15 minutes or stuff like that. So you have to go with your masks and gloves and and a sweater mostly, because like that sweater you go and like wash it and stuff. So it's been pretty, it's rough.
It feels pretty dystopian almost, where the police are watching everything that you're doing. That's pretty rough.
Yeah, no, it's very intense.
they have to control everything right now because people are like they're getting the virus very quickly here in Spain. I'm not sure why. Like I don't know the situation around the people contaging other people. I don't know if that's how you say that word.
Yeah, it's understood.
Anyway, so I'm sorry. So it's very fast. It spreads very fast around people, and like if you're outside, it's very So if you go outside, they recommend you to go and walk where the sun is because the sun kills the virus. Hot weather and like the sun will kill the virus, so that's why they recommend. But mostly, they recommend do not go outside your house ever.
So like here, at least for me and a lot of people, I mean, Madrid's a big city, so they have the population density is probably pretty tight. So like here I have a backyard, and if I want to, I can just go. If I need the sun or if I need to go out, I can just go out, right? So how does that work for people like living in apartments? I mean, you need to be out. Yeah. How do you need? What do you do? Like if you do need to have some sun, because sun is life, right?
Yeah.
What is some of that? What are some ways that you can get around that?
Well, fortunately, I do have a window, so I just open it and the sun is right there and there. I'm just scared because like news and stuff like that is like really, it's been harsh here. A lot of death every single day. There are more people dying from this, so it's kind of scary to even open the window, but I do. Every morning I open the window and the sun is here. If not, that would be like if for people that they live in like an apartment without windows and stuff, I'm pretty sure it's pretty rough because it's hard to go out, like even to the it's really hard. You can't basically. So I don't know. People might just go downstairs, see the sun for a bit, and then just go upstairs. That's what I'm thinking. But fortunately, I do have a window, so it's kind of cool. If you're gonna walk your dog, you can, but it's basically go downstairs to like your front door and stuff. If you're living in a building or whatever, and just it's you can't go more than 2 meters or something like that. I don't have a dog, so I don't know. But basically, you have to stay in your front door and just walk the dog from like one corner to the other and then just come back. Because, and I think that's how people get their sunlight and their
perfect time to get a dog.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can imagine, like I have 2 dogs here and we go out all the time and probably see like 1 million people out. Like people are riding their bikes, kids are out playing, like people are social distancing and things like that, but it's not like people are still being active and actually like going outside. So I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, it was like that here on like March 12th. Mm-hmm. And then they asked people to stay home and they put like these rules for people around, I think it was Saturday, 14th.
Okay.
March 14th.
So like no walking, no like just stay in your home.
Walk your dog, and if it's completely necessary, go out. And you can only go out to the grocery store or to the doctor if you feel like you have the virus. So, yeah. And it takes, I don't know if you guys know about this, but it takes 5 days to get it and 14 days to like have the symptoms and stuff. So yeah, 5 and 14. So that's why cases here too, like 1 week we're okay, and then the next week we have like thousands and thousands of cases because it's like the 14 days of those people that were like developing the virus. So it's kind of it takes I think it takes a while to control it.
Yeah.
And I think that's crazy because like I said, I think one of the biggest reasons for that big control that they're having, at least in Madrid, is probably because the population density is really tight. So right now I'm watching EarthCam. I'm watching Fifth Avenue in New York City, and it is empty. And if anybody's ever been to New York City, you know that there are no streets that are empty. And I feel like that has something to do with like here in Kingston, the population density isn't so high, so we're able to like at least ride our bikes or go out and walk our dogs. Where like in Madrid or New York City, it's really easy to catch a virus like this because there's just so many people around.
Oh, every corner in Madrid is like tourism. So it's like a touristic place, and it's a historical place, and it's a beautiful, beautiful city. So everyone from around the world comes here. And I feel like that's how it started, with all the thousands and millions of people that come here every single day, just to know the city and, to be here and just do tourism. I think that's how everything started, like the virus spreading. So yeah, I think that's the main reason too. It's a very touristic place.
Yeah, for sure. Even I think that's the major cause was just traveling. Like all the ones in Kingston have been people who came back from the UK and different places like that. My brother came back from the UK. He had to be quarantined. He's fine. He tested negative for it, but like that was still. Yeah, he did.
That's good.
So that was a process.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do, right? Like when you come from one city to another.
And for him, they actually told him. So we have like the coronavirus like hubs, like where people go and get tested and that kind of thing. So when he got here, he called and they said, "Don't go there." They said, "Go right to the hospital. We're telling them you're coming," and because I guess that there's less people, like they can keep him more contained. So that was pretty intense, and I went with him. I volunteered as tribute to be his supporter in case he had coronavirus, but luckily he doesn't.
So how's the situation in Kingston or even Canada? Like, are there like a lot of cases and stuff and people infected?
There's a lot. So Quebec has the most. I think we're up in like 100,000 or 200,000. I think Quebec has like 6,000. Ontario has like 4,000 or something like that. So it's not as much as like the States or Europe or places like that, but it's definitely spreading really, really, really quickly. Like even in Canada, I think every single day it's like more and more and more and more, and just it's crazy.
It's fast.
It's because that's what they say, right? That it's just like I've been watching a lot of like how fast it spreads and like trying to keep my eye on those kinds of things, and it's astronomical. It's exponential because one person gives it to two people give it to four to eight to a million, and then it just blows up. So it's scary, right?
Yeah, so here if you're in a supermarket, they say that one person that it's actually infected, like really, really infected, can infect at least 100 people around them. Just by touching products on the supermarket, you leave the virus there. By walking, I don't know, doing trying to pay for a product and stuff. If you don't keep the distance that you should be keeping from the other people, you can actually infect the person that is in front of you, behind you, and the person that is in front of that person. So it's around 50 to 100 people that you can infect if you are infected. At least here in Madrid, though, because it's really severe here. I'm not sure about Canada right now, but yeah, that's what they say, and it's crazy because that's how fast it just spreads. Crazy.
I think it's really funny because like I was listening to the radio the other day, and they were saying you got to keep 6 feet away from each other. That's one hockey stick away, and it's just so funny because it's like somebody may not understand what 6 feet is, but if you're in Canada, you know how long a hockey stick is.
So true. It's funny too, the people walking with like the hula hoops and stuff.
I've never seen that.
Oh yeah, it's like I've seen it on the internet. I haven't seen it like in person, but like people will put like hula hoops and like string around it so that it's 6 feet like away from them, so no one can come near them.
But that's smart because yesterday I took a walk downtown, and I'm just walking down Princess Street. No, I was walking down whatever street I was walking down, and I was gonna go into this store, and they had a security guard there. And he comes out and he's like, oh no, if you want to place an order, you have to do it online and you have to do it like this and then we'll come out and get it to you. But like he came up like right up to us. And it's just like let's back up. It's like don't like stay, and you're the security guard. You know, it's like you're supposed to know and enforce these things. How are you just like coming right up to my face and talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. I've noticed that.
So is people in Kingston walking with like masks and gloves or not yet?
Yeah,
Some people.
not everyone, but yeah, definitely. Sometimes I'll go out and I'll wear a bandana or I don't have gloves, but what I do have is hand sanitizer. And so like I just go out and I go to the grocery store and I come home. You know, like I don't really go out. Like I'll take a walk somewhere, but I don't, essentials only. So like at the grocery store, they have really good measures. You know, it's like you spray the car. They have like bleach or I don't know, disinfectant, and you wipe down the places where you touch. And then I spray my hands, and then I don't touch anything, like unless I'm gonna buy it, you know. And then I put it in my cart, and then and then I just basically, you know, I come home, you know, and I wash my hands, I disinfect everything, and then I just kind of go about the rest of my day. And luckily, the measures that I have put in place in the house have been good. They've worked so far.
Yeah, I think same with our house too. Like we do kind of like similar things. But I want to kind of like circle back because I know we talked a little bit about like Sundays you have to do Monopoly and things like that. Is there anything else? Like, what does a daily routine look like for you during all of this?
For me, it's kind of different from my family. So my family right now, so the government is paying them what they work, right? Because they cannot work, so the government is paying them. But then I work from home. So basically my routine is literally waking up at 8:30 in the morning. I take a shower, I make coffee because coffee is really important for me, and that's how my day starts. So I work from 9 until 2 p.m. Then I take a break from 2 to 4. On that break, I read, I watch movies, TV shows or something. Sometimes I sleep because I wake up early. And then from 4 to 7, I work. So basically my week.
You have a full work day.
Yes. So my weekdays are full work mode. And then I have a little office set up on the living room. So I feel like I'm not, working from bed or something. So I don't feel like lazy. I kind of like set up an office. It's very small, but it's pretty. And then I have everything that I need. I have my glasses, my laptop, my chargers, all my notes from work, my agenda, all of it. And then my weekends are for family. So it's been a while since I've been with my family. I left Venezuela 5 years ago. I lived in Canada 3 years and a half, almost 4. So family for me, it's very important because it was 4 years basically without them. So weekends are for them. Like I shut down everything that is electronic. My social media is non-existent kind of on the weekends. Even on my breaks from 2 to 4, that's when I use my social media. But weekends, family. And then Sunday nights are for Monopoly, like I said. And then a lot of movies with my family, a lot of meals with my family. I cook a lot with my family. I think that's very Latino thing.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Probably a lot of people cook with their families, but it's been a while. So I'm really enjoying my time with my family, and I'm not thinking of this as I'm stuck at home. I'm thinking of this as I'm safe at home. And
that's a good way to think about it.
Yeah, that is a really great way to think.
Yeah, because a lot of people are like, oh my God, like I'm so bored. Well, I'm kind of, I get bored. Like I'm a human being. Sometimes you get bored and sometimes you just want to like, I don't know, some interaction and stuff with your friends. But if you think about it really, really, like, if you really think about this, you're not stuck at home and like, like you can't go out and blah, blah, blah. Like it's not your choice. You're literally saving lives. You are like, I'm saving lives. I feel like a doctor in some sort of way. Like I'm helping them. Because if I go out and I touch something and then I get infected like real bad, and then I can infect 100 people around me, I feel like that's not responsible from me. So you're not stuck at home, you're safe at home.
And do you consider yourself like an introvert or an extrovert?
Oh, extrovert, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say.
100%. It's so hard for me to stay at home, so hard. But if you think that way, and if you, like, kind of like twist the situation and see it like that, oh my God, I'm saving people, then you're going to be fine with being at home. And
when you play Monopoly, like what little piece are you?
It's the Game of Thrones Monopoly.
Oh.
So yeah. It's pretty cool. So you mean the things that you move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the crown.
The crown, yes.
Because I'm a queen.
Yes. That's awesome. I love that.
No, I'm usually the crown, or just a little bird that it's one of the
Oh.
Stick with the crown. Stick with the crown.
I'll stick with the crown, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, it's been really great to talk to you, Val. Do you anything else? Like, I mean, everything that you've been saying is really sweet and super amazing. Is there any last little like parting words?
Just for everyone, just take care. And if things go really, really rough, stay home. It's not as bad as it seems. I promise. I've been 3 weeks and a half inside. Just take care. Wash your hands. It's not a joke. The grease on the soap will destroy the virus. So wash your hands, and alcohol will kill the bug too, the little thingy.
But put it on your hands, not in your mouth.
Well,
yes, please. Everything. Thank you. Take care, and if you have a backyard, enjoy the backyard. If you don't, try to get sunlight because it's important, and just spend time with your loved ones, even if it's on FaceTime. Try to, have that interaction as much as you can.
And one final question, Val. Where can people find you, follow you?
Social media. So Instagram mostly. So I think right now it's Valeria with a V, like Valerie, but with an A at the end. And then Puccetti, like my last name. I don't know if you guys can
Can you spell it?
Yeah.
Over.
We can link it. I'll link it.
Okay. Cool.
It'll be on the screen.
So yeah, that's that. So that's my Instagram.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Oh no, I love you guys.
Yeah, we miss you in Canada.
Oh yeah.
I
miss going into the Innovation Hub and being like, Val, I'm bored. What's going on?
I know. I miss that place. Dan, I miss you, Dan.
I know.
Dan, I miss you. Val, I miss you. No, I miss everybody. It's been hard being away.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's my life. If I'm one place, I'm away from other people that I love, and if I'm one place, that's.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah. I think we all get it. 3 of us.
Yeah. But
travelers.
my heart is with you, and with the Innovation Hub. How's the Innovation Hub?
It's doing really well.
As always.
Of course, always.
You left it in good hands.
Yeah.
I know that. I've seen a lot of things on Twitter and Instagram about the Innovation Hub, so I know you're doing good.
We'll shout them out too. Danny, where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram at no middle name 13. And
no middle name.
No middle name. And that's just my Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And then for me, of course, everyone can find me on Instagram at @Isadora. Feel free to reach out to the podcast, SA Voice Podcast. We're here. We're hanging out. We go live on Wednesdays, and we talk to wonderful people like Val on Mondays and Fridays. So stay tuned, and thank you all so much. Valerie, thank you again.
Oh,
so good to see you.
Thank you.
Bueno, pues, adiós, Valeria.
Ciao, un beso.
Bye.
Gracias.
Bye. Thank you. Gracias.